Hey guys, welcome to today's session. Today we will be looking at my first session at Circuit Park Berghem ever. So if you like the video, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please also let me know so I can work on that in the future. But yeah, today's session, never been to Circuit Park Berghem before, so I had to learn the track, I had to learn the karts. Everything was new, and that is also a nice thing about this karting track, is that they have about 20 different layouts they can put on the track. So every time you come here you might see a different layout, so you have to learn the track again. About the karts, the only thing I can say is that there was a big range between them. So some karts were pretty fast, others didn't have the same top speed. Some karts had better brakes, others didn't have any brakes at all. I did 4 sessions this day, and my first kart wasn't really the fastest. I didn't know it at that time, so I was thinking I was being slow and it was gonna be one of those days. But in the end, at the second session, I learned that it was just a kart. But yeah, let's dive right into it and let's see how it went. Let's go. Okay guys, let's see. Here we are at the session and it's about to start. So here we go. When I start, I always tend to feel the brakes a little bit, see how that goes. Because I forgot it in the second stint and I had a big problem in turn 1. Here we see my friend having the same problem with his kart. I went with a friend today and he made a little spin, so I laugh at him and we drive off. I tend to go at the end of the track just to see the first few laps how the track goes and then pick up the speed as we go. My friend is thinking otherwise, he slips a little bit fighting the kart, but eventually he starts passing the pack. I was like, okay, if it's gonna be that way, let's go then, let's go. So I start following, we start passing the first few quite easily. Here we have kart 49, who decides to follow my friend. We will see him again in a few laps, I believe. I had a chat with him afterwards of this session because I wasn't really that fast. And he was saying like, come on man, probably because I was wearing the suit and everything, but I was thinking the same. I was thinking, as I said, it was gonna be one of those days, but when I got into the second kart, it felt all better, and the other 2 stints after that also went pretty good, except for the last one where I had a big crash. I will upload the video anytime soon, but you have to check that one out. Yeah, never had that happen before, never happened after that, so it was really something. But okay, just watch the video, I would say. As you can see here, the tires, they are having a little bit of bumps on them because I don't think they are used to getting driven this hard. So yeah, we did some nice rubber work on them. I tend to put my head down for a few miles an hour or kilometers per hour because I tend to be on the heavy side. I'm weighing 85 kilos, my friend is about 60, so we have 25 kilos between us. It's about 50 lbs, so yeah, that's why he's faster than me, right? But yeah, here we start passing a few guys. We've done a lap or 2 by now, so I start to get the feel of the kart, of the track. Start to notice how to approach the corners. And going from apex to apex in the sequence here. pretty nice. Trying to catch the guy on the back, and as you can see, he starts driving away from me on the flat out part of the track, which is this one. It goes all the way to the back, and yeah, he really just drives away without any issue. And as we were approaching the big corner after the flat out part, you can see he's already coasting a little bit, or lifting, or braking even. Goes wide, slips. I use it to pass him easy. I think that one is done. Here is a 49er again, as I said. And as you can see, he starts driving away pretty easy once this part is already a little bit flat out. These corners you can approach really fast, maybe a slight touch on the brakes here, and then from here on out it's basically just foot flat on the throttle and just go. As you can see, he really drives off. Not much I can do. Here we have another one, even passing me, number 28. It's not that I can battle them or anything, they're just way faster. As we approach the corners here, you can see I come very closer. He slips off as well. Take the position back. Thank you very much. And then I look to the sides and I see he's already back on the inside. So I decide to defend a little bit, go for late apex in order to set up a little switchback, but just can't. Drives off. I hope that gesture was to his friend and not to me, because that would make it even more sad. But of course it was to his friend. As you can see, if we are cornering, I can keep up, which means I'm really faster through the corners. But again, this is a flat out part of the track, so I have to accept my defeat here and just go with it. As you can see, you see me looking at the screens, fully in disbelief. Why am I this slow? Here's somebody sideways on the track. That happens also from time to time. Nice little corner, pretty fast. But yeah. Here we have a nice pack coming up. 2-3 cards. Let's see how we will manage to pass them. Just around the outside here. She's very far from the apex, so she will normally come out of this corner, but she hugs it quite nice, so I had to go from the outside. As you can see, the stains on the tires, they're being manhandled there. Time to time we see the rubber flying off, so yeah, it was a good session. Here we approach pretty fast, and he goes very wide there, maybe because he spotted me already, I don't know. I take the position. So what do you guys think? Is it actually faster if you put your head down on the faster parts of the track, or is it just me acting silly if I do that? Let me know in the comments. Again, looking at the screen, still not believing what's happening to me. I had to drive 2 hours to this track, so I was really thinking at the time, I'm like, man, did I come here to be this bad, you know. So yeah, sometimes you have sessions like that. Therefore, you always have to take 4 so you can balance it out. If you have one good session that way, you still had a good day. Here we approach another cart again, really fast, way faster than he is going. We go for the inside, easy pass. Again, a big pack coming up. Let's see what tricks we will use to pass them. It will be on the flat out part, I guess. Or maybe not. We will see. Yeah. We're gonna get them. The hunt is on. What will we do here? Little sign of frustration by the cart in front, but I just sneak past them behind the slower driver in front. Easy pass. So normally I tend to watch a little bit how they approach the corners and all that, to like see and predict how they would be taking the next corner and go from there. But sometimes I just don't like to wait or don't like to calculate too much and just go for it, and then yeah, sometimes that happens, ends up bad. This guy drives off to give me the space. It's also nice, but you don't have to do that. I like outdoor tracks the most because you have really wide tracks, which means there's a lot of room to go for overtakes. If you do indoor tracks, it's much harder to do a good overtake because they have tighter corners, smaller width of the track, so you're more leaning on the marshals to tell you to give the blue flags and all that. Here you don't have any marshal waving flags, so we try to drag a little bit slipstream and then pass. Again, I'm not sure if this is card number 28. Go a little bit wide there. Also have an instance with that part going wide there. Here we see the checkered flag, so I let the marshal know I've noticed, and I will be coming into the pits. I tend to slow down on the end lap. My back brace out a little bit here, but normally I tend to slow down just a little bit. No need to push this last half lap because yeah, you won't be driving over the finish anymore anyway. So yeah, decided to raise this guy a little bit because he passed me on the last lap, so yeah, had to let him know I was there, and then I believe I decide to let it go because on the end of this straight here we have the pits, so don't want to fly by in the pits. It was also the first time for me looking for the pits, and I am always a little bit nervous because I'm always thinking I won't find where the pit entry will be and I will be so lost, but eventually it will always go well. So yeah, let me know what you think about this session, and if you like more of these kind of videos, I will gladly make more of those, so let me know. Thank you, bye.